kind of introduction to the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. So verse 20. Grante Arambekari Mangalacharan.
Grante Arambekari Mangalacharan.
Grante Arambekari Mangalacharan.
Grante Arambekari Mangalacharan.
Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinera Smaran.
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 Grante Arambekari Mangalacharan.
Grante Arambekari Mangalacharan.
Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinera Smaran.
Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinera Smaran.
Grante Arambekari Mangalacharan.
Grante Arambekari Mangalacharan.
Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinera Smaran.
Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinera Smaran.
Grante Arambekari Mangalacharan.
Grante Arambekari Mangalacharan. Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinera Smaran.
Grante Arambekari Mangalacharan.
Grante Arambekari Mangalacharan.
Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinera Smaran.
Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinera Smaran.
Grante Arambekari Mangalacharan.
Grante Arambekari Mangalacharan.
Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinera Smaran.
Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinera Smaran. Grante Arambekari Mangalacharan.
Grante Arambekari Mangalacharan.
Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinera Smaran.
Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinera Smaran.
Grante Arambekari Mangalacharan.
Grante Arambekari Mangalacharan.
Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinera Smaran.
Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinera Smaran.
Bengali.
Bengalis.
Grante Arambekari Mangalacharan.
Grante Arambekari Mangalacharan.
Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinera Smaran.
Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinera Smaran.
Okay, if you like some little Bengali teaching now, Grantera. What is Grantera? Granta. Granta. Granta Sahib. You know Granta Sahib? No? Yes. The Sikhs, they worship God as the word of God, literary God, the book.
And we say aussi Grantera Shemad Bhagavatam Ki Jai.
Grantera Srimad Bhagavatam, merci, c'est encore mieux. Grantera Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai.
C'est glorification.
Yeah, non, Grant c'est le livre.
Le livre.
Grantera
Grantera
of this book. Harambe
Alambe
in the beginning.
in the beginning.
Kari,
Kali
c'est quoi Kari?
to do.
Yeah, to do. Kari, kar, karma, kar, doing. Kari,
Kali
I make.
I make.
Mangala Charan.
Mangalacharan.
Quoi Mangala Charan?
Auspicious.
Auspicious, yes. Mangala, auspicious. Acharan. Mangala Charan.
Mangalacharan.
Auspicious invocation.
Auspicious invocation.
Guru.
Guru.
Ça vous fait rire? C'est bien?
Oui.
Ok. Guru.
Guru.
The spiritual master.
The spiritual master.
Vaishnava.
Vaishnava.
Devotees of the Lord.
Devotees of the Lord.
Bhagavan.
Bhagavan.
Supreme Personality of Godhead. Smaran.
So, remembrance.
Yeah. Remembering. So, little by little we learn, at least some words. You can understand a little the subject now. Grantera, this book, Kari, I do the Mangalacharan of this book. Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinasman, by remembering. Okay, translation. In the beginning of this narration, simply by remembering the spiritual master, the devotees of the Lord, and the personality of Godhead, I have invoked their benedictions. There is no purport. Tineras malenaya vidya vinashan nanaya syaya nijavanshita puran. Such remembrance destroys all difficulties and very easily enables one to fulfill his own desires. Interesting. Beginning by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Omagana Timilandasya, Ganandala Sharikya, Chakshuruniditanya Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Chaitanya Manavishtam Stapitam Yanabutare Sayam Rupakaranayam Dadadisvatarantikam. So Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami starts his Chaitanya Charitamrita by remembering spiritual master, devotees, and God, the personality of Godhead, and in this way invoked their benedictions. And such remembrance destroys all difficulties and very easily enables one to fulfill his own desires. So to invoke blessings, that's the minimum, is the protocol or etiquette to invoke blessings before chanting glories of the Lord and devotees, because naturally devotee feels unempowered by his own self, by his own activities, by his own whatever. He feels not empowered. It is only by the blessings of the devotees, the spiritual masters, the devotees, and the personality of Godhead that the devotee dare to convey the glories of Krishna, or not only dare to convey, but try to transmit the powerful message of the name, fame, quality, pastime of the Lord. So there is a need and a feeling also to invoke these blessings. Blessings, Vada or Varada, like Namo Maha Vada Nyaya. Chaitanya is the greatest giver of blessings, most great blessing. There is also a name of the Lord, Varadaraj. There is the deity of Lord Varadaraj in South India. Varadaraj. It's a beautiful deity. And it means Varadaraj, a king of those who give benedictions. So that's another way to receive benedictions, to approach the king of those who give benedictions. Varadaraj. We have examples like that also in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Sanatana Goswami, he approached Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as his spiritual master, he gave him transcendental knowledge. We find in the Chaitanya Charitamrita about all aspects of the absolute truth. And then, saying, okay, I give you all this knowledge. But Sanatana Goswami was not, in one sense, satisfied, because he said, if you don't give me your blessings, you gave me knowledge, but if you don't give me your blessings, only if you give me blessings, I will be able to convey this transcendental knowledge to others by your blessings. Also, Raghunath Goswami, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, with Lord Nityananda Prabhu, he approached Lord Nityananda Prabhu to get his blessings in order to have the association of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then Lord Nityananda Prabhu he asked all the assembled Vaishnava around him, his associates, to give their blessings to him. And all the Vaishnavas gave blessings like that. I remember a story about Srila Prabhupada. He approached an assembly of his godbrothers and presented them the Srimad Bhagavatam that he had translated into English with his commentary of the order of his spiritual master. He presented the book and he asked them to bless this service, this work, the book, like that, with his commentaries. So the Vaishnava gave blessings. And after that he asked humbly, and now please give also your blessings to the one who's gonna carry this message of Srimad Bhagavatam on the order of our spiritual master. And they gave their blessings to Srila Prabhupada. Other stories of blessings?
When Virambir got, when the devotees were about to travel, that's when, the books were all put together, they were sending them to Bengal, all the Vaishnavas.
Oh, yeah.
Books were there and they asked for blessings that Narottam Das Thakur, Shamananda Shamananda Pandit and Srinivasacharya get the blessings of all the Vrindavan Vaishnavas.
Yeah, same, books and those who carry the books. Arjuna, how did he ask for the blessings of his superior? Arjuna is a Kshatriya, so our Kshatriya asked for blessings. Oh, very impressive, huh? Before the start of the battle, Arjuna took his bow. Oh, what are you going to do? And at the feet of his master, Dronacharya was in front. So before starting the battle, I'm going to fight you. Although you are in front of me now, you are my master. He was his weapon for fighting Acharya, Dronacharya, fighting Guru. So he sent an arrow at the feet of his Guru, in sign of, I surrender. Only by your blessings I will do my duty. And here, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, the very beginning, very first verse of Chaitanya Charitamrita. Vande Gurun Isha Bhaktan Isham Ishavatalakan Tatpakasham Chatak Shakti Krishna Chaitanya Sangyakam I offer my respectful obeisances unto the spiritual masters, the devotees of the Lord's incarnations, His plenary portions, His energies, and the primeval Lord Himself, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. And then the second verse today, 21, is such remembrance destroys all difficulties and very easily enables one to fulfill his own desires. So first, yes, it was simply by, today verse, simply by remembering spiritual master, Guru, Vaishnava and Bhagavan. Simply by remembering them, Mangalacharan. No. There is auspiciousness in my tentative, in my service. Simply by remembering. It doesn't mean that more is not good. We can also express, like, Vamandeham, Shri Guru, something like that, Like there is sometimes now before Bhagavatam, expression is nice also. So remembering, expressing, different ways of invoke the benedictions of our superior, Acharya Pasanam Sakshat. One has to follow always those who are higher, and of course we always feel that everybody is higher. Only Duryodhana, he never met anybody higher than him, something like that. It's true. Devotee, sorry, I don't know the story, but somebody can help me. There was two, go and find somebody who is...
Yudhishthira Maharaj.
Yudhishthira Maharaj.
They asked him to go and find someone who is inferior to him. He said, no, I am the most inferior.
Like that.
There is no one else more inferior.
Yeah.
And then they asked Duryodhana to find someone who is,
Superior to him.
yeah.
Nobody. Also, Sri Prabhupada, we heard this story how he was giving class, public class, speaking about the different social positions, for classes of men, for Varna, and he's speaking how the Brahmanas, they are the head of society, they are the first class devotee citizens, because they, transmit. That's one important. Transmits the blessings of the parampara and the Lord, like that. And at the end, one person in the assembly said to Prabhupada, so you have glorified those things like that, and you think you are first class, position. And Prabhupada answered, no, I am fifth class because I am the servant of all other people.
I was in Stockholm.
Huh?
Stockholm.
Oh, that was in Stockholm, okay.
University lecture.
Yeah. So, just by remembering our superior, Gurus, Vaishnavas, and the Lord, just by remembering, not just starting a service or a connection, just boom, like that. No. Before, there must be some devotional service. So in order to make our service devotional, it must be Mangalacharan, must be some invocation of blessings, just by remembering. Therefore we chant Hare Krishna in the morning. Remember Krishna, and the morning program is very nice for that. We start by remembering the spiritual master, Samsalada, ADI-LIlA, all the different ways by which he is giving us his blessings, by chanting Hare Krishna in ecstasy, by engaging in deity worship, engaging us, by teaching us how to honor prasad, by showing the example of uninterrupted remembering of Radha Krishna qualities, pastimes, name, form, by engaging in an expert way in devotional service, by being bona fide, receiving the blessings of Shastra, Sadhu, and the Lord as a representative, and therefore is entitled to give his blessings. Yasya Prasad. And there is no other way. There is no other way. But this is a way. It's very good that there is a way. Otherwise, what is the way to become a representative of the Lord, or to be for oneself a recipient of the purification potency of the Lord? But there is a way. Yes, by invoking the blessings of Guru, Vaishnava and Bhagavan. Simply by remembering. And such remembrance destroys all difficulties. Yes, it's easy to accept for a devotee, because Krishna is Yogeshvara. He is a master of all powers, all mystic powers. The greatest powers in this world are the mystic powers, the yogis. So Krishna is Yogeshvara. He is a master of all mystic powers. Yatra Yogeshvara Krishna. And Prabhupada explained that the devotee doesn't look for any other protection than Yogeshvara. As the master of all, doesn't look for any. A devotee in his service is not mercantile. Oh, I serve you, my Lord. Please, and then please, give me these material facilities or security or freedom, liberation, or some powers, some mystic powers. No, devotee is not mercantile. Prabhupada said he serves the Lord only because it is his duty. I am your servant, so I just want to do my duty. And Prabhupada added, and therefore Krishna feels the reciprocation of doing his duty, of giving protection to his devotees. Krishna's duty, his main duty is to give blessings, protection to his devotees. His main duty. He is equal to everybody, Samoham Sarvabhuteshu Namite Shasnina Priya. Like in the sense that he gives food to everybody. So a general protection, general blessings. He gives food to the ant and to the elephant and to the human being, to the devatas, someone. He is equal to everybody. Demons, everybody gets, maintained. Nityo Nityana Shetana Shetanam Eko Baunayo Vidadati. He maintained everybody equally. But Ye Bhajanti Tuvam Bhaktya Teshichu Chapyaham. But those who are my devotees, that means those who surrender to me with remembrance, positive devotion, naturally I am their personal friend. I'm concerned with them. It's my duty. Yeah. So such remembrance of devotees, Guru and God destroys all difficulties. Yes, Krishna is Yogeshvara, is all powerful, and the Guru is representative, the devotees are more dear to the Lord than his own self, as he says. So it's easy to accept that remembrance of Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan destroys all difficulties and very easily enables one to fulfill his own desires. Of course, here Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, his desire is to glorify Lord Chaitanya, the Panchatattva, and convey their blessings to everybody. So that's his desire. Very easily enables one to fulfill his own desires. So this is an important example of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami and many other great devotees. Important example. We have to learn how to follow Acharya Pashana Saksha Bhakti Yoga Dakshaji. That's how we perform devotional service. Majjana Yanagata Sapanta. We have to follow. We cannot be in front. The devotee's position is not to be in front. He is behind. Gopi Bhartu Padakamala Das Das and Das. So we have to learn how to be not Das, but Das and Das, not in front. And servant as a servant. Yeah. Whatever we do, wherever we want to speak, we want to do something, one cannot impose himself. Otherwise, it's not really in the frame of devotional service. It's not blessing, no blessing. If it is given, devotional service is given, we cannot concoct it, we cannot force it. No, therefore, can be, it's not so difficult. It's difficult not to be forceful, not to push oneself, because we want to do things, we want to say things, we want to be heard, this and that, but it's not easy to remain behind. It's not easy, but it is very nice. Also, it's very nice. Because if you want to be first, if you want to be in front, if you want to push ourselves, although there is no blessings, one is not mandated to say something or to do something, it will not be. There will be no appreciation from Guru, Vaishnava, Bhagavan. No appreciation. Everybody can appreciate maybe some or other, but Guru, Vaishnava, Bhagavan, they will not appreciate. So we want to be appreciated really, not superficial because of social thing or because of some kind of personality we have or this or that, which is neither good or bad, but it has to be offered under the blessings. That's a good teaching. We have to learn that. But it is very rewarding. It's very rewarding if we learn the art of being under and to ask blessings, not to be the first or in front, and then it looks like it is like that we can be in our constitutional position, really, and make regular progress, not, big thing, but after, because the basis of this blessing was not there, sooner or late, it's revealed that it was all superficial. It doesn't last. So, very easily enables one to fulfill his own desires. And we don't, as devotees, what do we want? What is our desire? To feel that we are accepted. Just that. So it's such a great happiness, feeling that we are accepted by Guru, Vaishnava, and Bhagavan. Oh, I'm accepted by them. Not by, for a small or big thing, whatever. I'm accepted. I'm part of their group, their family. Just a little Yes, come with us. Okay. Or at least not rejected. Not rejected. Yes, because we come from far or from down, and therefore when we arrive in Krishna consciousness, everything is pure, beautiful, shining, very impressive, and therefore we feel like, oh, I should be rejected. I'm not part of that, we feel painful, all that, but we feel. So when one feels not rejected, oh, that's really feel happy. Whatever position, invited, blessed, invited, invitation. Okay, we can keep any questions on this? Okay. The invocation, you have a question?
Des questions, des commentaires.
No, questions.
Non,
Okay.
non. Peut-être pas des commentaires.
At the end of the class, if we have some time. The invocation, Se Mangala Charanaya Trivida Prakara Vastu Nindesha Viva Namaskar. The invocation involves three processes: defining the objective, offering benedictions, and offering obeisances. Pratama Duishloke Ishtadev Namaskar Samanya Vishvira Duita Prakara. The first two verses offer respectful obeisances, generally and specifically to the Lord who is the object of worship. Tritiya Shlokete Kalivastula Yahaite Jani Paratat Veraudesh. In the third verse, I indicate the absolute truth with the ultimate substance. With such a description, one can visualize the supreme truth. Chaturta Shlokete Kali Jagate Ashirvad Sarvatra Majiye Krishna Chaitanya Prasad. In the fourth verse, I have invoked the benediction of the Lord upon all the world, praying to Lord Chaitanya for his mercy upon all. Sei Shloke. Yes, no, I have invoked the benediction of the Lord upon all the world, praying to Lord Chaitanya for his mercy upon all. Yeah. After, you can say, after asking blessings for his own devotional service, Krishnadas Kavira on his own person. Now he asks blessings of the Lord upon all the world, praying Lord Chaitanya for his mercy upon all. Yeah, it's, can say another step, another level. One can and one should ask blessings for one's own, little, meager devotional service person. But when one is mandated to do a service for others, then one has to also very much ask the blessing of the Lord for others. Therefore, there is Guru, Vaishnava, and Bhagavan blessings.
Question?
Yes.
Can we ask for? My understanding is that we can ask for facilities to serve Krishna. What is the problem with that? We can ask. We need something for service. Krishna's service. I asked Krishna many times.
Yes, certainly. Guru, Vaishnava, Bhagavan. At least in this example of Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami, he asks blessings for receiving facilities for his service to Guru, Vaishnava, and Bhagavan. Not only Bhagavan, not only Guru, not only Vaishnava, three of them. Yeah, they are equal. No, it doesn't make any difference. They are equal for that. No difference. Oh, no difference? Well, Bhagavan, okay, Guru, representative, he receives the blessing from the ocean of benediction, Samsara Vaniloka. So, okay, Vaishnav, yes, great Acharya, but we see in the examples like Raghunath Goswami and Prabhupada and like that, they ask blessings of the assembled present Vaishnav. You know, so that's also important. Why? Well, do our blessings carry any real strength? One may, individually doubt that. One should doubt that. But when we consider other Vaishnavas, yes, individually they have somehow surrendered to the Lord and the spiritual master, but mainly Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Samaveta, like Samaveta Yuyud Sava. What did my sons, the sons of Bandhu, were assembled, Samaveta assembled in the battlefield of Kurukshetra? What did they do? So Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda, the assembled Vaishnavas, those who are not putting oneself in front or first, but assembled together. And this is Lord Chaitanya's Sankirtan movement, Sankirtan Jagya, together. And if we are together, if we are connected with other Vaishnava, then we may carry the potency of Lord Chaitanya. Yes. Yes. In this sense, like when Prabhupada said, how many pure devotees in this movement? He said, all my disciples are pure devotees. In the sense that, yes, because if one follows the pattern, the course of the idea of the mission of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Sankirtan. So if we put ourselves within this pattern, this mission, trying to spread Krishna consciousness by combined efforts, then yes, although individually we are very imperfect, very small, very helpless, by this combined effort, it is blessed, and the assembled Vaishnava, those who are, they have a special power to give the pure, powerful blessings of the Acharya and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yes. So Guru, Vaishnavas and Bhagavan, yes, one should definitely ask them for facilities to do our service, for our own devotional service, and for the preaching. Sei shloke kai bhaya avatar karana panchashashta shloke kai mula prayojan. In that verse, I have also explained the external reason for Lord Chaitanya's incarnation, but in the 5th and 6th verses, I have explained the prime reason for his advent. Eishai shloke kai chaitanya ratatva arapancha shloke nityanandera mahatadva. In the 6th verses, I have described the truth about Lord Chaitanya, whereas in the next 5, I have described the glory of Lord Nityananda. Aladui shloke advaita tadvakyan, haraika shloke panchatadvera vakyan. The next 2 verses describe the truth of Advaita Prabhu. The following verse describes the Panchatattva, Lord, plenary portion, incarnation, energy of devotees. Eichoda shloke kali mangalacharam, tani madhye kai sabhavastu nirupam. These 14 verses, therefore, that's the first verse, 14 verses, offer auspicious invocations and describe the supreme truth. So first, offering auspicious invocations, and then expressing to everybody what is the subject of what I'm going to speak. No, just explain that. And then Sabha Shrota Vaishnave Kali Namaskara Sabha Shlokera Kali Artha Vichara. I offer my obeisances unto all my Vaishnava readers as I begin to explain the intricacies of all these verses. And today's verse with Prabhupada purport, Sakala Vaishnava Shunakari Ekaman Chaitanya Krishnara Shastra Mata Nirupan. I request all my Vaishnava readers to read and hear with rapt attention this narration of Sri Krishna Chaitanya as inculcated in the revealed scriptures. I request all my Vaishnava readers to read and hear with rapt attention this narration of Sri Krishna Chaitanya as inculcated in the revealed scriptures. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Lord Chaitanya is the absolute truth, Krishna himself. This is substantiated by evidence from the authentic spiritual scriptures. Sometimes people accept a man as God on the basis of their whimsical sentiments and without reference to the revealed scriptures. But the author of Chaitanya Charitamrita proves all his statements by citing the Shastra, citing Shastra. Thus, he establishes that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, it's interesting, those two verses. I offer my obeisances unto all my Vaishnava readers, as I begin to explain the intricacies of all these verses, and I request all my Vaishnava readers to read and hear with rapt attention this narration of Sri Krishna Chaitanya, as inculcated in the revealed scriptures. So first, he presents himself as the servant of the Vaishnavas. I offer my obeisances to all my readers, to us. Krishna Kash Kaviraj Goswami is offering his obeisances to us. So he does whatever he does. If he is not the first one, he's not. I am the best one, therefore I am speaking or I am writing. No. I have been asked, I received some blessings, so please accept my obeisances, please accept my service. And then, when you are mandated for a service, then you have to be determined, straight. Like Prabhupada gives the example, a girl, by nature will be reserved, shy, but when she's on the stage to perform, play, then she has to play the role fully. That's her service. There's not time to, I don't know, this, that. Or like when you are asked to lead a kirtan or give a class. Okay, we are like that. But when you are there, you have to play the role, You have to, sometimes you have to this and that. Not by, anyway, you understand the point. So, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami first he offers his obeisances. And then, okay, my readers now. I've been asked to be your teacher. So, as a teacher, I have to tell you that. Here, with rapt attention. I was reading also yesterday, Prabhupada was writing letters to his leaders, to his managers in Mayapur, like Pataka Maharaj and this time Bhagavananda Maharaj. And he was saying, yes, you have given me a report of how careful you handle the money for the purpose for which it was given. This is very good, he says. And repeat, yes, the money should be used for the purpose of which it has been given. And thus, you have to be careful in all your dealings. And I see sometimes there is some dealings not so careful. And it goes like that a little. And then he finished saying, please don't be discouraged by my criticizing you. Please don't be discouraged. It is only my duty as spiritual master, to find criticism in my disciples for their own good as a teacher. But he puts it like that. So, as a teacher, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, having put himself expressed, I am your servant by the order, superior authority. I ask for blessings, and now, this is my instruction. I request you to read and hear with rapt attention. And Prabhupada you remember what he says? What did Prabhupada say? What was his point?
Rapt attention.
No, in the purport.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Supreme Personality of Godhead. He was telling it.
Yeah.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Supreme Personality of Godhead.
That's all.
Very more. That's what I remember because I don't listen to attention.
He's not listening.
Say according to scripture.
Huh?
According to scripture.
Yeah, according to scripture.
Say that
Yes.
some men,
Huh?
he said that some men are accepted by God, but without the support of
Sentimental, just like that. No support. No bona fide support.
ADI-LIlA is proving by the support of scripture that
Yeah.
Prabhu is God.
Yes.
This is the problem.
Yes. Again, it's another way of asking for blessings or putting weight on what we say or whatever. Is to give, to receive and to give the support of Shastra, Guru, Sadhu. And with their support, what we may say has weight. Otherwise, we may put the weight of our strong voice or the weight of our personality or position, whatever. This is material weight, doesn't have any real weight. But if we have the weight of Guru, Shastra, Sadhu, if we receive that, then when we transmit it, it has it. So we have to learn that, because we don't want to be superficial for our own spiritual life. We invest a lot in our life to become a devotee or to practice. That's a lot of years, a lot of endeavors, a lot of sadhana, service, relationships, everything. It has to be practical. There must be some results. Varina Purishiyate. Must be fruitful. So here we learn that in order to become fruitful, my own spiritual life, it has to be some weight, not my weight, not my concoction, my thinking, my doing, my this, that. Although there is such an urge, Vachrovega, Manasakrovega, there's an urge from the material conditionment, the body, the mind, the material intelligence, the urge to push oneself in front, like that. But that doesn't have any weight, ultimately. And this is dommage. This is unfortunate because we invest a lot, and if it doesn't produce much at the end, because we forget to to receive the blessings or what, then we have wasted a lot of time. We could have, we do not do so bad, but we could have done much better. So, and also for service for others, again, it's easy to say Lord Chaitanya is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Everybody can say, repeat that, but Prabhupada say, but as Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, you have the support of Shastra, Guru, Sadhu. Yes, you must have this support. And sometimes people accept a man as God on the basis of their whimsical sentiments without reverence to the revealed scriptures. Sometimes people accept, God or truth just on their own feelings. Prabhupada doesn't accept that. On the other side, sometimes people they reject God or some spiritual knowledge on the basis of their sentiment or mental concoction. They reject. Oh, he says that, but no. Yeah, some other. Well, on one side there is the weight of Guru Shastra Sadhu. On the other side, there is a so-called weight of my own, feelings and realizations and interpretations. No. We should not, present ourselves as equal or more than what is given with reference to Guru Shastra Sadhu. We should go in the line, anukulina, favorable devotional service. Favorable means whatever we receive as knowledge from Shastra, from the Acharya, the Vaishnava, or we have to try to support it, or to, if we don't understand, ask questions. I don't understand, please help me to go in this direction of Guru Shastra Sadhu. Not put it on the same level or higher. Oh, okay, it is said that, but no. Well, okay, maybe good for discussion, but the attitude is not there, and for at least for the person, it's not so fruitful. So, the author of Chaitanya Charitamrita proves all his statements by citing or citing the Shastra. Thus, he establishes that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. What realization do we have that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead? We have some, definitely, and whatever little realization we had when we felt a little faith and start to surrender, whatever realization we had about Lord Chaitanya is the Supreme Personality of Godhead by practicing Bhakti Yoga, and that, we felt this realization increasing. Oh, yes, more and more, I have faith and I realize that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Wow, that's really, really nice, So, it's worthy to have this support from Guru Shastra Sadhu, because okay, so it's a little late. Any question? Yes? Yeah, you, what, okay?
She wanted
Okay, a question?
No, it's
No,
not a
no
question.
question.
Okay, the question, okay.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay,
Okay, if you want question,
yes.
you can have
Yes.
any question. Okay, so is it,
Smile.
do we get blessings
Yes.
from superiors only if we agree with them, if we have the same opinion, or if they like us? What is
Good question.
if we
Yes, good question.
agree, we get blessing. Otherwise, we don't get
Yes,
blessing.
good question.
So,
No, of course, and therefore Krishna is providing a space when we don't agree.
which space?
What is that? Bhagavad Gita to approach a spiritual master?
Tadvidi.
Tadvidi pranipatina pariprashnina sivaya upadekshanti deganam yanina stadvadarshina. So we surrender to Krishna and his representative and all the Vaishnava, and if we don't agree, then we have to ask questions. And these questions has to be presented in a humble way, submissive way, and in this way, whatever answer we receive, we will receive them by the blessings of Krishna, and that will produce good results. Otherwise, we may contest, or we may ask questions, but we will never receive the proper answer, and we will keep asking questions after questions after questions after contestations, revolutions, and no solutions. So yes, a very good point. We are not blind followers, we are not fanatics. We have to ask questions when we don't agree. Maybe we may be right, we may be wrong, But the main point is that the attitude of trying to understand. That's the main point, the attitude. Okay, you understand?
Can a person influenced by the modes of passion and ignorance listen with rapt attention or not?
Can you repeat?
Can a person influenced with the modes of passion and ignorance listen with rapt attention?
Yes. Yes. Can a person influenced by mode of ignorance can read or hear with rapt attention? Yes, because this hearing is not a material process. Mam chayo vyabhicharina bhakti yogina selate sagunan samatityetan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. One who is hearing and chanting with the soul, with a face, otherwise, with a pure face in Guru, Krishna and Sadhu, from the very beginning, whatever condition we have. If we have this face, then this hearing is direct to the soul, to our spiritual life. Yes, of course, we don't perceive it. I am not in rapt attention like that, but it's direct attention. Yes, and it produces. The proof is that it produces effects. We saw some devotees who came to Krishna consciousness purified, very sattvic influence, and they could. But we saw also some devotees coming to Krishna consciousness under tamagun, very clearly. Well, we all know what is tamagun, And we saw also that amongst those, many go away after a while with some benefit, but some stays, and we see some transformation, and some became, wow, very glorious, very nice Vaishnavas. So if they did not hear with rapt attention at the beginning, or with spiritual attention, that's what the point I was trying to make, with spiritual attention, and what can I do? My mind is going here and there, I cannot hear with rapt attention, oh Krishna, please. Just this desire means, rapt attention to Krishna's blessings. And definitely, what should not be discouraged because of the influence of ignorance or passion. One should not. Devotional service is much more powerful. Mam Shayo Vyabhicharina, by determined engagement in devotional service, Brahma Bhuya Kalpate. You are beyond the modern Sagunan Samati Tietan. Brahma, you are beyond the mother nature. May not be manifested, you may not feel it, but your activities, yes, they are on the level of real, genuine devotional service. So, with this attitude, yes, we must try to hear and read with attention, and Krishna knows in the heart. Nasta Preshwa Bharishu Nityam Bhagavati Sivaya Bhagavati Kamashwati Bhakti Vishnihi Shinvatam Swakata Krishna Punya Shavana Kirtana Vedanta Stoya Badrani Vidunoti Sulisatam. Krishna is in the heart, and for one who hears with whatever sincere attention his message, Krishna will purify, and very quickly he will establish pure devotional service. He will purify all the impurities. Krishna will do that because in the heart he knows the sincerity. Bhava Grahi Janardana. Krishna knows the feelings, and we may try to listen, to read with sincerity, that means with attention, and we're not able. But Krishna is in the heart, Bhava Grahi. He knows our intention, our sincerity. So one just has to be sincere. To hear, read, serve with great sincerity. Yes, I'm hopeless, I'm not qualified, and this and that, okay. But, my only hope is that, you are in my heart, and you have appeared as my spiritual master, you have given me the association of your devotees, so there is hope there. There is hope. So this is very encouraging. One should not be discouraged by the rascal mind and defects we have, anger, greed, No, this is secondary. Yeah, we have to be proud of Krishna, proud of devotional service. I'm the most insignificant. No, you are not the most anything. Because it means this is secondary. If you feel I am a little in tamas, a little, you are finished. If you think I am very much in tamas, you are finished also. You have to put in front Krishna, Guru, Vaishnava, Shastra. And whatever I can do in this, everything else will be taken care of by Krishna, Guru, Vaishnava. Yes. Our ignorance, our passion, like that. I will take care of that. This is not our business. Krishna doesn't say, at the end of his teaching, okay, now you better, hear. Otherwise you are finished. No, he says just surrender to me. Just surrender with love and faith. I will take care of everything. Yogakshemahaham. Those who serve me with faith, with love, with sincerity. Sincerity, means honestly, no way I can do it. But I have faith with you. And what is the most important? Feeling that one is unqualified, which is very important. And the other thing, feeling that Krishna is fully qualified to help us. Both are necessary. The most important is Krishna. Guru, Shastra, Sadhu, they are my only chance. But if we are just, me, I'm this, I'm that, I am poor, I'm this, I am fallen, that, and we don't think of Krishna, I just think of you. And it's, we turn around. So, yes, one has to be very sincere of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And with the blessings of the Vaishnava, Guru, and God, then everything is possible. Even to get out of ignorance, even to hear and read with rapt attention, possible. Hare Krishna. Okay? Jai. Shri Prabhupada, Shri Krishna Das GOPASWAMI, Jai. Gaur Bhakta ki Jai.
If I can give you the book distribution collection.